Okay. Well, sawadee ka. Thank you very much for being here for my presentation today. My name is Rena Fowler. I'm from the University of Victoria English Language Center. It's very nice to meet you. Okay, so I'd like to start my presentation by giving you a little bit about Victoria. So Victoria is where the University of Victoria is located. So it is the capital city of British Columbia, which is the westernmost province of Canada, right there. And actually, we're on the island called Vancouver Island. So you might be more familiar with, big cities like Vancouver or Toronto, but we're actually on that little island, okay? It's considered to be a medium-sized city with a population of about 400,000 people. Okay, so it is not as big as or metropolitan as Vancouver or Toronto, but it's a really nice compact city. And in fact, it takes only 20 minutes to fly to Vancouver or to even Seattle in the U.S. And as a resident of Victoria, I usually just take a ferry boat from Victoria to Vancouver. So it's really easy and convenient to get around. Okay. When people hear Canada, they think of, lots of snow in Canada, very cold in the wintertime. But that is not the case in Victoria. We have a fairly warm climate throughout the year. So, lots of people think that it's a very cold country, but Victoria enjoys warmer weather throughout the year. And so we might get some snow in the winter, but, one day we get lots of snow and then next day it melts away. So definitely not as cold as rest of Canada. Okay. It's selected as one of the top island destinations. So if you ever come to Victoria, you will notice that there are many international visitors from around the world. So we're really used to helping other students or other visitors coming from all over the world. Okay. We have a lot of nice tourist sightseeing areas. And again, it's not a big city, but it has a lot of fine shopping malls or restaurants, cafe, many attractions in Victoria. So Victoria will not be a boring city for you. It's a very exciting place to be. Okay. It's like I said earlier, we have many friendly people in Victoria. So when students come to Victoria, they're not really sure, if I need help, do I get any help? Can I approach people? Are they scary? No, we have very nice, friendly people in Victoria. So especially for students coming to study with us, they find Victoria a very comfortable, safe, and a clean city to live and study. Okay. So this is a very iconic image of downtown Victoria. It's called Inner Harbour. And like I said, Victoria is the capital city of British Columbia. So we have that legislature building in that, the area over there. And if you come to Victoria, you will definitely check this area out. It's a very, very beautiful place to be. Okay. This is part of downtown Victoria, colorful, lots of cool stores. This is the very famous, prestigious hotel called the Empress Hotel. So that's right in front of that Inner Harbour that I just showed you earlier. And Victoria is also known as a garden city. So, and again, with a milder climate, we enjoy a lot of beautiful flowers and trees throughout the year. And apparently we have the second oldest Chinatown in North America. It's more like a China street. It's not really big, but we have, that's one of the tourist attractions in Victoria. Okay. So now to the University of Victoria, our institution here. It is always ranked at the top as a top comprehensive university in Canada. It's also known as a research-intensive institution in Canada. That is our campus right there. It's a big, big campus, but it's considered to be a medium-sized institution with a student population of 22,000. Of that, about 17% are international students from more than 100 countries. Okay. We have 10 faculties and 2 divisions. I'm from the Continuing Studies division, and we have a good law faculty, business faculty, engineering, and computer science, and more excellent disciplines that we offer. And we also have an excellent co-op program. Cooperative education, I think you might be more familiar with internship. So it's the same idea. Students can work while pursuing their degree. And it's a great opportunity for students to gain that work experience during their degree years. So most of the times I hear that students, when they graduate from university, they get rehired by their co-op employers. So, they gain work experience, study at UVic, and then go back to where they, worked as a co-op student. So it's a really, really nice path right there, like career path right there. As you can see, we have a very beautiful campus with lots of green space closer to ocean. We also have many nice walking trails on campus. So it's a really nice study environment that we can offer. Okay. There are many good student services and facilities available. These services and facilities are not, they're available for any students at UVic, whether you're degree students or diploma certificate or English training students. They are there for you. Okay. University of Victoria also offers conditional admission to some undergraduate programs. So if you would like to pursue, for example, business, engineering, and other disciplines in social sciences and humanity, for international students, they can gain conditional admission to UVic and try to, upgrade their English skills, and then they can become fully admitted students at UVic. And the English Language Center certainly helps you to achieve that goal. UVic has many active, exciting campus community aspects. For example, we have 30 sports club and more than 200 student-led clubs. So for students who are at UVic, like international students who are trying to improve their English, for example, we always encourage them to be engaged in these clubs so that they can meet with other Canadian students and, of course, practice their English, but then get to know more about lives in Victoria and campus life as well, right? So we always ask them to be more active in the university community. Okay. Some of the ranking information here. So number 1 comprehensive university in Canada for preparing career-ready students. So I talked about our co-op, excellent co-op program. So that our dedication to promoting more hands-on learning, experiential learning, is certainly reflected in this ranking, I would say. And then other rankings as well. Number one in North America for international research collaboration. We're a very research intensive institution. We spend a lot of, efforts in our research collaboration activities. So again, that efforts are recognized in this ranking, right? And number two, comprehensive university in Canada. We're always one of the top institutions nationally in Canada. And number one in the world, and I think number two in Canada for climate action. So that is one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And so again, we're trying to make the world a better place for everyone, right? Yeah. So that's some notable rankings. Some, I guess, facilities here. We have actually movie theater on campus, library for quiet place for students to study. Of course, cafeteria is important, and a lot of outside green space. It's important for students to be active, to work out, not just studying all the time. It's important for them to have some time to, release their stress. And so we have an excellent gym facility. And of course, UVic has excellent basketball team. So I wonder if your son has already come and checked out one of the games. But so we have excellent sport teams as well at UVic. About the English Language Center, because I work with a lot of international students who want to come to UVic to improve their overall English skills, and also they like to come study with us so that they can apply for the University of Victoria undergraduate or master's degree. The University of Victoria is home to the English Language Center. So the English Language Center facility is on campus. Okay, it's part of the University of Victoria. We have been offering many excellent programs over 50 years, so we know what we're doing. In fact, we received this outstanding program in International Education Award last year. So it's always good to be recognized for our dedication and hard work, right? We specialize in general, academic, and professional focused English programs. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit after this. We welcome more than 1,000 students each year. They're representing over 30 countries. Pre-pandemic, we probably had over 3,000 students each year. But still, I think we are doing really well. Lots of students coming to study English with us. We believe that learning doesn't just happen in the classroom. So, we have excellent learning resources to offer to our students so that they can practice English outside of their classrooms. So, for example, ELC Learning Center, we have many Canadian volunteers. So we encourage students to stop by and then meet with our Canadian volunteers to practice their English. Okay. We also offer pronunciation workshops and academic writing clinic. Okay. This is very important. I always highlight that, we have a very supportive community at the ELC. So for international students, they might need extra help. Sometimes they feel homesick. They have lots of questions. We want them to feel that they are safe, they are happy, they're comfortable, and eventually I want them to feel confident in using English. So we try to set this very comfortable, supportive community at the ELC. So the bottom line, we really love to help our students. Okay. So some of the examples of our student support, of course, we have excellent English instructors for all programs, and we have friendly reception student services team. It's very, very excellent dealing with international students. These girls over there, they're cultural assistant staff members. They are UVic students, actually. We always have our UVic students as our cultural assistants, helping our students answer questions, giving them tips, and they make friends. So they are a very important part of our student services and support. Okay. We also have specifically student services counselor. So if students have any questions, even like a medical, if they're not really, doing well in class or life in general, they're struggling, they can always come talk to our student services counselor. Okay, we also have immigration and visa specialist. So if they have any questions about their visa or maybe work experience, then they can come to talk to our specialist. Okay, and we also have I'm going to be touching on it a little bit later, but we have our in-house homestay department. So if students are looking for a place to stay while they're studying at UVic, then we can help them with accommodation. Okay. We also offer student services packages for students, including bus pass, because Victoria is not a big city. The main means of transportation is our public transit bus. So wherever you go, you want to go downtown, you want to go back to your home from the campus, want to go to a mall, you can use this bus pass to get around. We also offer medical insurance. It's very important for students to have this insurance. It's a medical fee could be very expensive in Victoria or in Canada in general. So it's important to have good medical insurance. And like I said earlier, it's also important for students to make sure that they have time for their own, exercise and stress relieving opportunities. So gym pass is also included. Okay. So this is inside of our building at the continuing studies. Lots of students meet up at this auditorium. Sometimes we have our program orientations and some fun activities in our atrium. Okay. And these ladies, my colleagues, Sheila and Katie, they are part of our student services team. They're always at the reception area to support our students. This is one of the examples of our classroom, and then the classes. This teacher, Cam, he is excellent. He makes our students feel that, they can do it. They can really improve their English. And they also have fun with Cam in his class. Yeah. The welcome reception. And also at the end of the program, we always celebrate and recognize our students' hard work throughout the program. So we always throw this type of a farewell party, and students will receive a certificate of completion and their report card. So it's a really good opportunity. And like I said earlier, we give students a lot of support outside of their main English class. So we always encourage students to come to the Learning Center to do extra English practice. Okay. So the English Language Center offers academic, general, and professional focused English programs. And we usually divide them into sort of these three sort of categories. So like you can see, it depending on how long they need to study English or how long you want to study English, right? So long-term programs, that's we say, 3 months and up. We have intensive English EOPI, academic or general option, and also for those who would like to study at UVic as an undergraduate student, then we have that UVic pathway program to improve their English skill, academic English skills, while taking some credit courses. Okay. If students would like to improve their English, specifically more for communication, but they don't really have a lot of time, then I always recommend our monthly English, summer language and culture. Those two programs are usually, okay, so they start anywhere from 3 weeks to 6 weeks. So again, it's maybe a little bit tricky to improve their English from this level all the way up here in, 4 weeks, for example. That might be a little tricky. However, through these short-term programs, I know that students can gain their confidence in using English. And also they feel like they are more motivated. They want to study English more, maybe after going back to their own country. So what we're trying to do is, of course, teaching them English language, but also giving them the opportunity to really feel that they can do it. I'm more confident. I'm not shy using my English. So that's the goal that we are trying to achieve through these short-term programs. Of course, it's better for students to take, longer programs because obviously the longer the time they have, the more, focus that they can, the more time they can spend on improving their English. So, but we have short-term or long-term in general or academic focused English. Okay. And we actually also have professional focused and customized options. So for teachers, we have teacher training programs. And then also we can customize some English programs, maybe focused on business English, business communication, leadership, and so on. So yes, so we have something for everybody. People have different goals and needs, so we try to cater to various audiences. I mentioned this earlier, but again, learning doesn't just happen in the classroom only, right? So we try to give students opportunities to practice their English as much as possible while taking our program. So social cultural activities are a very important part of our programs. So students will always receive, a calendar of activities for their program. They have their English classes in the morning, and for example, afternoon they have, conversation club or some fun activities, workshops, and also on the weekend we have extra sort of optional activities, so students can sign up and then join those fun activities for sure. Okay, so some examples. Pictures, downtown tour with our CA cultural assistant, the Empress Hotel. And then whale watching is usually one of the optional activities, and the famous Busher Gardens. And in the wintertime, we organize to watch a hockey game. Okay, and some ferry boat ride between Victoria and Vancouver, and some afternoon tea experience. So we try to give, interesting activities for our students. Just a few accommodation options that I like to touch on. So like I said, we have our own homestay team at UVic. So if students would like to live with a Canadian family, we can arrange that through our homestay department. Okay. And for the summer program, so for example, July and August summer language and culture programs, we arrange on-campus dormitory accommodation. So if students are interested in, living on campus, that option is available in the summertime. Okay. So some fun activities with our hosts. And then this is just one of the examples of our dorm rooms. Okay. And so before I finish my presentation, I would like to show you a video. So if you go to our YouTube channel, of course, you can find various videos there. But today, I like to show you, this is the ELC video, okay? Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay, so that was our video, and this is the end of my presentation. But you know, we work with Pacific Premier here in Thailand, and so if you have any questions, you know, about the English Language Center, University of Victoria, you can always reach out to them and find more about us. And so, yeah, we are excited about this opportunity and to welcome you possibly to our beautiful campus soon. Okay, thank you very much.